A Fox News anchor wants to kill homeless people.
We feel so compassionate because you see the mental health crisis happening.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not our job. We shouldn't have to live in fear while they figure out what's going on right there.
Right.
Put them in a mental institution, put them in a jail, and you guys figure it out. But people having to duck and dive on the trains and the buses, walking through the street, this is one case, but this is happening all across the country, and it's not a money issue. They have given billions of dollars to mental health and the homeless population. A lot of them don't want to take the programs. A lot of them don't want to get the help that is necessary. You can't give them a choice. Either you take the resources that we're going to give you, or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Yeah, Brian, why did it have to get to this point?
Right. I would say this. We're not voting for the right people. In North Carolina, wake up. You can't keep just kill them.
Yeah, Brian, why did it have to get to this point?
Or
involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Is this not insane? So if you guys have no idea what they're talking about the murder of Iryna Zarutska, a young Ukrainian woman who died on a light rail train in Charlotte, North Carolina. She was just sitting there, and then some dude from behind her just started stabbing her. Now, this guy, Decarlos Brown Jr., had a history of prior arrest. He had mental health issues. He had schizophrenia. He had 14 prior arrests before this happened. Before this incident happened, he had went in and out of jail at least 14 times, right? This guy, there's a question of, should he have been out of jail? Obviously not. I don't think anybody advocates for him to have been out of jail at any point of time. Especially with 14 prior arrests, you should be inside jail or some kind of institution after like 3 or 4, in my opinion. If you're in and out of jail to that extent, there's something wrong with you. You should not be within society messing around with regular people, okay? You're not a regular person. You've shown to everybody how crazy you are, how deranged you are, or at least how criminally motivated you are, to where you shouldn't be rubbing shoulders with regular people, okay? And this is one of the issues with American public transportation, and that's one of the reasons why I hate public transportation, especially in America. But in Japan, when I was visiting Japan, Jesus Christ, the way that they have it set up is so beautiful. It's so clean. They keep things orderly. The people are just nice because the way that they have things, it's just American culture. People want to go ahead and say black culture this, or Spanish culture, or whatever the fuck they want to do. They want to attribute negative characteristics to skin color or racial skin colors. But I'll tell you this, okay? I see equal issues with white, black, Spanish, Indian, whatever, Asian people in America. I see equal issues, and it's because American culture as a whole has an issue. It's just how it is. Back to this homeless issue, right? You want to kill people? You want to just kill people? Now, we're not even just talking about Decarlos Brown Jr. in this clip. They're talking about the entirety of homeless people. Just homeless people with mental health issues, I suppose. Or just homeless people in general. Because the way that he's talking about, the black guy's talking about, I don't know his name. The way that he's talking about it is just kind of the general issues of homeless people not taking programs or making people's day not so okay. All right, I get it. If there's actually programs to get these people the help that they need and they're not taking it, of course that's an issue. At least an argument to be made here. But even his stance was kind of extreme. Like, oh, you don't take these programs, you go to prison. Whoa, what the Okay, some of these people, they have mental health issues, but mental health issues can range from depression to like extreme things like schizophrenia. You can't just lump everybody into one basket. that's just a recipe for disaster. You can have, again, people who are homeless have way more of a excuse to be depressed or go through certain mental mental issues rather, because they're in these extreme situations. You know, a lot of people, they can afford to mess up. They can afford to make mistakes. These homeless people, they can't afford to make mistakes. Now I'm talking about general homeless people. In terms of Decarlos Brown Jr., as I said, and this is my official statement with him, he should have never been out of fucking prison. He should have been in prison. Should have been in some kind of mental health institution. That's it. That's his life for the rest of his fucking life. He's stuck in there because he shouldn't have been out. The thing that he did to Iryna shouldn't have ever happened. She should still be alive and well. She should still be living the American dream, as they say in some of the news articles. And it's a sad situation. Very sad situation. People want to make this a race issue. This is just the result of a bad court system, or at least a bad court system inside that area. A competent judge should have looked at his rap sheet, and was like, oh, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, you're not getting to the 14th, buddy. You're done, okay? In any situation. The 13th is extreme, actually. Killing people, that's not on the table. You shouldn't be trying to kill people, and shouldn't be trying to excuse killing people either. That is actually psychopathic. That is not normal in any way. Now, this guy did apologize. Jesus Christ, what am I doing? This guy did apologize. We're gonna go ahead and look at his apology. His apology is weak as fuck, but we're gonna look at it.
In the morning, we were discussing the murder of Iryna Zarutska in Charlotte, North Carolina. How to stop these kinds of attacks by homeless, mentally ill assailants, including institutionalizing or jailing such people so they cannot attack again. Now, during that discussion, I wrongly said they should get lethal injections. I apologize for that extremely callous remark. I'm obviously aware that not all mentally ill homeless people act as the perpetrator did in North Carolina, and that so many homeless people deserve our empathy and compassion.
Empathy and compassion. Empathy and compassion. They deserve our empathy and compassion. You did not give them empathy and compassion, my friend. That was not empathy and compassion. That's I want to fucking kill you because you just murdered some white lady. Fox News has a lot of issues right now, especially after Charlie Kirk got it, which is a terrible situation. Shouldn't have ever happened. Just because you're mad about that, okay? You're mad about other things, other racial things. I don't really give a fuck about racial things. I really couldn't care less. Y'all can suck my dick. Y'all have terrible fucking characters, okay? Excuse my French, but Jesus Christ, y'all, there's something mentally wrong with you guys. I actually think y'all are literally walking demons sometimes. The things that you say about people, the things that you justify against people is actually insane. But whatever, right? Whatever. You want to talk about mentally unstable homeless people? They need help. Some of these programs don't accept people based off of bullshit criteria, which is another discussion, whatever. Okay, let's say that this person is able to get to these certain programs. Certain programs don't work for certain people. That's another thing. But let's say that it works for that person. See how many concessions I'm giving you? Okay, first of all, some people just can't get in. And then other people, it just doesn't work for them because, I don't know, they meet a bad counselor or something. Something happens to where something doesn't work. It's incongruent, right? These are two concessions that I'm just giving you. Okay, let's say that they get into it. They go through it. Cool. They're still fucking homeless. They don't have a job, right? So obviously that's one of the main issues, that they don't have a job. So they need to find a job. But guess what? The economy's in the toilet. There's less jobs than there are workers, okay? Or people looking for work, rather, right? So that's an issue. How do we fix that? You can't fix that. They just have to keep applying until they get one, okay? When they get one, of course, they have to have, you have to actually live somewhere. You got to have an address to put on for mail purposes and all that, which is, again, a problem. You see how there's so many problems with being homeless. Being homeless is terrible. There's so many issues, legal issues that you have to go through. It's just people don't talk about. But I think I've said enough, right? This was insane. He should be fired for saying something like this. This shows his true character. He said it with his chest. He said involuntary lethal injection, whatever, just kill him. That's what he said. Those are his words that he said. That's what he believes. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. This is stupid, ridiculous. You should be fired. All right. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. I'll read them, comment, like, subscribe. Yep. Peace.